auspicious event starts with remembering Lord Ganesha, who is the Vigna Harta. I too offer my prayers for this beautiful platform to continue to showcase the good that India does. Vakratund Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. And now to take you through the awards, I invite on stage Ms. Suparna Chadda ma'am.
I'll just set the context straight. I think I shared this earlier also. SABERA in itself has taken on its own identity beyond what I could or anyone else could shape it. I think it attracts the largest organizations and the most impactful grassroots organizations, and our intent that were 7-8 years back before we started this to bridge that gap. I'm very proud to share that as you saw, we had SBI Foundation, we had large foundation heads who are already supporting SABERA awardees, including Dabur as well. And we hope to continue this effort. Another very important aspect of SABERA is, of course, to also get influence with the policy advocacy, such that our Viksit Bharat is inclusive for all, and whatever other need gaps are addressed also at the policy level. The scrutiny of the entries that we receive across the length and breadth of the country is multi-tiered. We have, of course, our internal checks. We have external Havish M Consulting, who's been doing this for a long time. They are independent startups. They were part of larger organizations earlier, and they believe in our intent. We also have Ad Factors, who's the biggest PR agency of the country, is supporting us for the past so many years because they believe in the intent. We've also had Amar Ujala, who is going to be carrying the winners, as they have also carried the shortlisted nominees. Of course, we have other media partners, AdGully and Comzadda, etc. I'm very grateful to them. I'm very grateful to the small team that we have. We are work-from-home mothers. We are women from economically weaker sections. And if we can do this, I think anybody can do this. Thank you so much for your support. Today you'll see the biggest organizations like HUL, like HPCL, like SBI, like so many other, and large foundations as well as impact on-ground workers. The jury, of course, has been very, very eminent. Each year it's a task for me to actually figure out who is going to now surpass the last jury. And I'm proud to say again that SABERA has become an entity in its own. It's not that I need to say or do anything, it's what it attracts on its own because of the credibility that it has managed to create in all the sectors. In fact, there are a lot of participants who don't receive trophies and yet continue to apply because it's become such an acknowledgement now that people are, I'm very proud to share this. I mean, we started out very small, and I see now on LinkedIn people actually writing SABERA awardee. So that's like it's a huge thing for us. And I think I want you to also get a glimpse of what we did through the jury. If we can have the intro AV, please. You'll be able to see the kind of diligence, the kind of...
Welcome to SABERA 2024. The 7th edition of the Social and Business Enterprise Responsible Awards and Summit. These awards recognize stories of impact that catalyze the transformative journey for the nation by highlighting ESG and SDG aligned best practices. And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the distinguished jury of SABERA 2024.
So this is my 4th time that I've chaired the jury of SABERA, and I think SABERA is in its 7th year. They've been doing a remarkable job. I'd like to share my experience. I think the amount of work they put into looking at all the entries that are there, the amount of diligence that they do, I think that is remarkable. I've been on many juries, but a small team of a few women working from home, doing that sort of diligence, albeit with some help with some of the agencies, I think it's remarkable. And I think the credibility of SABERA is further reinforced by the fact that whatever has actually been put up is being validated by an external source. This level of trying to find and trying to create a platform where we can recognize some of the fabulous work that is being done in India, I think are far and few.
I'm really amazed at the work that SABERA is doing in terms of the kind of selections for the winners, and I believe the categories that have been chosen and well thought out. I think SABERA is very different in how it approaches these awards.
It is an honor to be associated with SABERA. Kudos to Suparna to have put together such a fabulous platform. I go back highly energized for my own organization, which is Compass Group, which is 40,000 people from across the country, with lots of ahas, learnings and ideas for the organization in terms of how to be able to make a difference.
As somebody who's from the sector, has spent many years in the sector, to see how many new names and faces were emerging. So to me, that's a sign of the dynamism of the social sector, and platforms like SABERA really elevate and spotlight organizations and individuals doing good work.
I think what Suparna and the team have pulled off together is nothing short of being commendable. A young organization, an organization that recognizes talent across all ages, across all initiatives and organizations of all sizes, is not a small feat.
I must compliment the team that there is a scientific method through which they have evaluated all the nominations. SABERA is not just a name, it's a crusade, it's an effort to recognize the achievements done by each and every organization in their social sector.
The jury process is multi-tiered, involving a meticulous selection approach. Criteria-based information is carefully reviewed, both internally by the SABERA team and externally by a consultant. The pre-screening council comprises of CSR, ESG and sustainability subject experts, played a vital role in arriving at the initial shortlist. They, along with the grand jury members, evaluated entries based on criteria that include innovation and the measured impact on the challenges identified and addressed.
It's been an absolute pleasure and a privilege to be a part of the pre-screening jury for the SABERA Awards 2024.
It was a breeze, it was easy, it was accessible. It made the overall screening process crystal clear, process-oriented. The scoring has been very comfortable and easy. It's quite objective.
Big thank you to all the organizers of the awards, and especially Suparna, for inviting me to serve as a judge, and most importantly, I want to express my admiration to all the participants who applied, because y'all are really the future, and if y'all don't keep continuing to make impact, I don't know where we would be. So keep pushing forward, keep innovating, and never underestimate the power of ideas.
The process and the evaluation criteria has been defined in such a way that unless you do good work, it's very difficult to send an entry.
I've seen SABERA evolve over the last 5 or 6 years, along with how the development sector itself in the country has matured.
The kind of impact work which is happening around was quite an humbling experience, and the whole process was very well handled, in the sense that the kind of inputs which you provided for each of those projects made my job pretty easier. So it was very well compiled and very well structured.
Clearly that's what SABERA's intent is, to promote and motivate those who are doing great work, for others to also get that strength, to ensure that that gets accentuated, also that gets replicated, and also it multiplies the number of people working in that segment.
The shortlisted entries were then presented to the grand jury. It's the esteemed jury's dedication to excellence that makes SABERA such a prestigious platform for recognizing impactful work. Stay tuned as we continue to unfold the remarkable stories of positive change at SABERA 2024. Together, we shape a better, more responsible future for all, recognizing good. Congratulations to all the winners.
So it's over to Sanjana. Of course, one loud round of applause to Sanjana. This is the first step that we're taking. Normally, I take on the mantle of anchoring the awards, but I was like, let's dedicate some more time in grooming Sanjana, and here she is also handing the awards this year.
Before we roll out the first category of Initiative Awards, let me remind you of the contest where your voice matters. Share your thoughts using hashtag SABERA 2024 or hashtag SABERA and stand a chance to win a goodie bag. We will announce the winners after the awards. The first category of awards are the Initiative Awards, and we have 8 subcategories within these awards. I would like to invite on stage Mr. George Muthoot George Sir, Deputy MD, Muthoot Finance. Chaya Sharma Ma'am, Special Commissioner of Police Training, Delhi. Geeta Goyal Ma'am, Country Director, Michael and Susan Dell Foundation. Sumit Sood, CFO, Akums Pharma. Let's see the AV for the first subcategory, Paryavaran or Upbhog.
Paryavaran or Upbhog, environment and consumption. Initiatives including but not limited to waste management, recycling water, restoring water and terrestrial ecosystems, mitigating impact of climate change, and of course renewable and affordable energy, sanitation management, sustainable production and consumption.
Particularly impressive the kind of work that some of these organizations that we saw in the entries have done, particularly in the area of energy transition, looking at alternate ways to use fuels that are coming from renewable and recycling waste, as well as really looking at creating a difference in the way we use fuel.
The CBG plant Pathmeda is a model of environmental sustainability and social impact. By processing cattle dung, it generates biogas for automotive fuel or LPG alternatives and converts residual slurry into organic manure. HPCL's initiative not only addresses waste management but also supports local economic growth by promoting renewable energy and sustainable agriculture. The 100 tons per day CBG plant in Jalore has reduced vector-borne diseases through solid waste management and improved soil fertility, reducing reliance on chemical fertilizers for a more resilient rural community.
Can we hear it aloud for our very first awardee, HPCL? Congratulations, HPCL. Of course, they're a first-time participant, but they're also an awardee only because of the good work that they're doing. Congratulations. Good work. Let's roll out the next set of awards. Could we have the AV, please?
RagBag has reduced environmental impact by replacing single-use plastic bags with eco-friendly alternatives made from upcycled clothing. Each bag undergoes strict quality checks for durability, helping curb plastic pollution and divert textile wastes from landfills. Reaching 15,000 households across 10 Indian states, RagBag has prevented the use of 7.5 million plastic bags, cutting carbon dioxide emissions by close to 440,000 kgs. The initiative has also provided sustainable livelihoods to over 200 people, 80% of whom are women from marginalized communities, allowing them to work from home and gain economic independence. Additionally, Throw to Grow offers notebooks with tulsi seed embedded covers, promoting reforestation.
We hear it out loud for Karma Moksha Nirvana Foundation, as you would have noticed that each category is open for under 5 CR as well as above 5 CR. Of course, there's a responsible business category which is above 500 CR. Congratulations. Now you'll have to hold both of them together. All right.
SBI CONSERW targets 4 core areas: responsible consumption, renewable energy adoption, ecosystem restoration, and wildlife conservation. Through its Waste No More initiative, over 2 million residents across India have been educated on waste management. This initiative achieved a 70% increase in waste collection and a 60% reduction in landfill waste in focus areas. A real-time dashboard tracks waste flow and intervention impacts. In Karnataka, 3 villages have become model examples, and in Panna, 14 tons of biodegradable waste and 7 tons of dry waste are processed daily, significantly cutting landfill contributions.
Can we hear it out loud for SBI Foundation also, despite the fact that they are supporting us purely so that SABERA keeps going, and because we are very conscious of the partners that we take on. We're approached by alcohol companies, by tobacco, by Camlings, and we say no to them. It's only so that we can keep on doing our good work, and they had no say in the jury at all, as is evident by all the jury members here. Congratulations to SBI Foundation.
Shiksha, education. Initiatives
Can we
include
have
but
the
not
AV for
limited
the
to
next subcategory,
encourage
Shiksha?
affordable primary and secondary education, skill development, disability sensitivity, eliminating gender disparity in education, and increasing scholarships.
So when we talk about the Indian education system, I mean, then it's known, it's one of the largest systems, and you have about I believe 15 lakh schools with 95 lakh teachers and over about 27 crore students. But yet there are challenges in terms of accessibility at the grassroots level and affordability as well. I'm aware, and we also see that there are lots of government schemes that are there in order to bolster that program. But it's not just the space for the government to push it, it's also the private sector. So I was again very interested, and it was quite knowledgeable to see how different organizations have kind of run different programs at the grassroots level.
Through a scalable government integrated model, the Transform Learning program has helped almost 10 million students achieve up to 1.5 years of additional learning in one academic year. In Karnataka, almost all students made learning gains, and 86% improved their learning levels. Odisha's class 10 percentage points also rose to almost 100%. Teacher training has also been impactful, with 79% of the teachers adopting effective methods after just one day of training.
Can we hear it out loud for Transform Schools, People for Action? Request you to please come up on stage as and when you see your AV being played.
The Bridge School initiative provides quality education to close to 7,000 tribal and migrant children, reducing dropout rates and preventing child labor. With 68 bridge schools in the KBK region, AJSA has improved educational access and supported over 3,000 children previously engaged in child labor. Additionally, over 50,000 girls have been educated on child sexual abuse prevention, menstrual hygiene, self-defense, and the importance of eradicating child labor and child marriage. The initiative has increased girls' school participation by over 60%.
Working diligently in Odisha, and we also have a representation from the state. Request you to please come up on stage, and request all the awardees as and when they see their AV being played out, please come up front. A very big congratulations. Could we have the next winner, please?
The Udayan Shalini Fellowship offers mentorship, life skills and career guidance, empowering close to 15,000 young girls. Udayan Ghars have provided care to more than 2,000 children, while over 30,000 youth and women have gained IT and vocational skills through Udayan's training centers. Advocacy initiatives have reached 60,000 people, including youth, government and partners. In total, Udayan Care has impacted over 1 lakh lives, fostering educational and economic independence and creating role models within communities.
Udayan Care is doing a phenomenal job with children, not only giving them education but also creating models as families. So they have mentors who take care of them as a parent would do, and they have these Shalini fellowships for which they are being acknowledged here today. All girls from marginalized sectors, all raised by Udayan Care homes, and all going on to represent India in various universities and various platforms. Congratulations.
Let's find out who the shortlisted nominees are for the category
Sashaktikaran, enablement. Initiatives include, but are not limited to, supporting human rights, livelihood, and inclusive world, community development, disaster relief, employment creation, entrepreneurship development, job creation, heritage conservation, rehabilitation, upgrading slum settlements, and infrastructure.
There was some very interesting work that has been happening, not just the typical education front space, but going beyond education, focusing on skilling or focusing on once they get into a job after they get skilled, what kind of ecosystem do they need? Not just infrastructure, but the whole environment, the organization that needs to be, the culture that needs to be created within the organization. So I saw some very interesting examples and how differently abled and sports came together as a tool for equipping them, not just to skill them, but also to give them the means and the tools to earn their livelihood, the decent livelihood, as well as bringing equity for them in the larger societal terms.
My Angels Academy uses football to transform the lives of underprivileged children from Delhi's Vikaspuri slums, Tihar jail, and tribal areas in Odisha. Serving over 300 children directly and impacting 1,000 others through community initiatives, the Academy helps former rag pickers, petty thieves, and addicts build new lives. Programs like Angel's Kitchen, professional football coaching, Bharatnatyam, and painting provide skills for lifelong self-sufficiency, fostering entrepreneurship and employability so that children can support themselves and contribute to the society.
A big round of applause for My Angels Academy doing this very, very important work in one of the most, risk urban, I think around the urban risk communities that you're working with, right? And you'd like to say something.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much, first of all, to honor us here. So just fasten your seat belt. I'll say a few things. It will, I hope that brings a bigger smile on you. So this is not a project for me. This is my life. I started it when I was just 13-year-old boy. Because of, if I start narrating the story, it will become a big speech. So so it's 37 years. So it's not a project. It's my life. So who are angels? They were beggars, rag pickers, drug addict, and from the village, basically economically poor background. They don't swear at all. Even Cambridge and Harvard can't claim this. Bharatanatyam dancer girl is a national level football player. Sandeep is a beggar, was a beggar, begged from me only when I was in college with two more guys. Altogether there were four, two are now in Tihar. One is he works as a rickshaw puller. The only Sandeep. I just told him, because I don't give arms to anyone, I just told him there's a ground there, please come. Today he's an Indian bank manager. So My Angels Academy is because when we talk, so the technical, what banker, the coach or international level players, but the main objective of My Angels is we want to make them able but with ethical. So that's our achievement. So today Pooja shouts with enthusiasm that Eid is coming. Mohammed Tanjeer shouts with enthusiasm that Deepavali is coming. Super. And we have saved a pond, we are saving a hill, because people think that it's a football academy. I say that it's a holistic development. So football players also need oxygen more than anyone else. Thank you so much.
The Center of Excellence for People with Disabilities, through specialized training, has empowered close to 3,500 PwDs, including 750 entrepreneurs in Gujarat and 90 young adults with intellectual disabilities trained in organic farming. The program's inclusive education initiatives have supported close to 11,000 children with disabilities, providing therapy, special education, STEM training, and early intervention. Additionally, digital labs for 560 visually impaired children and clinical screening for close to 5,000 individuals ensure long-term accessibility and support.
PwD Center for Excellence, what we spoke about also through the panel. Congratulations, SBI Foundation, for this very important work. And all those who you see being skilled by SBI Foundation are actually absorbed back into the bank, giving them livelihood and skills, jobs.
Let's see the AV for the category Swasthya or Kalyan.
Swasthya, Poshan or Kalyan, health, nutrition and well-being. Initiatives can include but are not limited to preventing and reducing maternal, neonatal, communicable, non-communicable diseases, road accidents, chemical contamination and substance abuse mortality. It also includes universal health coverage, access to sexual and reproductive health services along with promoting R&D of medicines and vaccines. It also acknowledges initiatives that help end hunger and malnutrition.
What I was specifically looking for when it came to health, Swasthya Kalyan as a category was how well does the project on ground engage with the local the system that already exists, because it's very important. There are state-run programs, and then there are CSR projects, and CSR projects can't go on forever, and hence at some point of time that linkage must happen, because in isolation these projects would probably just fall flat. I found some brilliant projects, some not so brilliant projects, and I've tried to do my best as far as fairly judging the entries that I had.
The Sachin Sarcoma Society, founded by sarcoma patients, survivors and caregivers, aims to raise awareness about rare tumors like sarcoma, offering support to the affected families. Through the Sahayak Setu each month, about 20 to 25 new patients seek guidance where they are connected with specialists at major hospitals like AIIMS, Tata Memorial and Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Hospital.
Keep the applause rolling, and these are actual cancer survivors themselves who've been through the grind and who are now actually making life easier for other people who are going through the same ordeal that they once went through. Rashi and Lakshay. Sachin Sarcoma Society. Remember, these are all grassroots level organizations. They don't have large fundings. They have just passion through which they're actually trying to make lives better for other people.
HPCL's Dil Without Bill project funds free heart surgeries for low-income patients, prioritizing children and emphasizing compassionate, patient-centered care. To date, over 5,500 individuals have benefited. The project leverages hospital facilities, staff, and community networks for outreach and patient identification, while HPCL oversees and funds the initiative. This program not only saves lives, but also reduces families' financial burdens, improves long-term health outcomes, and raises heart health awareness in underserved communities.
Keep the applause rolling for HPCL. They were one of our first awardees. They were a jury commendation then, and now they have won. They're a winner.
The Health on Wheels initiative provides essential health services to remote areas through mobile medical units and therapy buses. These vehicles offer early screening, rehabilitation, and treatment for various health issues, including anemia, arthritis, asthma, and more. Operating in states like Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Assam, the program has reached 3.6 million people directly and impacted over 40 million across 20,000 villages. To date, 4.6 million women and 2 million men have received treatment, and over 6,000 people with disabilities have benefited from mobile therapy buses.
Let's see the AV for the subcategory Krishi or Grameen Vikas.
Krishi or Grameen Vikas, agriculture and rural development. Initiatives can include but are not limited to promoting sustainable agriculture, improving capacities of small-scale farmers, investment in infrastructure and technology to improve agricultural productivity, improving livelihood for farmers and maintaining the genetic diversity of seeds, plants and animals.
India primarily is an agricultural country, and we all talk about, incubating startups and other things, which are also good, which are also needed. But being an agricultural company, there are a lot of brands who do a lot of fantastic work on this particular space. Those companies get the opportunity to, showcase their work. Basis 2-3 things. One, everyone has done good work, but presenting it in a proper way is something which makes the difference. Second, measurement and impact are two very important and cannot be same. So any entry which has been able to articulate well that what is the measurement, what is the impact on ground is a clear winner.
Project Herbal Kingdom empowers farmers and tribal communities across India by promoting sustainable cultivation of rare medicinal herbs and conserving natural resources. Small and marginalized farmers receive quality plantation material, training, and economic opportunities, creating an alternative income source with an almost 50% income boost. Today, close to 11,000 farmers cultivate herbs on over 10,000 acres. Automated greenhouses also grow rare medicinal plants. In the last financial year, 4.6 million free saplings were distributed nationwide, with close to 90% farmers reporting an increased income.
Can we hear it out loud for Dabur? And thank you for all the sweetness that you've added to SABERA this year. Do you want to get a taste of your own medicine? Oh, he's refusing. He says no. Doctor अपनी दवाई नहीं खाता.
That builds confidence.
With a vision to make farmers and primary producers prosperous, the Centre for Collective Development, or CCD, organizes initiatives like MSP centers, production units, and a community-managed seed system. Farmveda is a D2C brand enhancing profit margins and benefiting farmers from over 400 cooperatives. Operating in 3 states, CCD has managed to impact 50,000 farmers in over 1250 villages through close to 600 cooperatives and federations, generating a total revenue of almost 90 crores in the last financial year.
A loud round of applause for Farmveda for the work that they're doing with the most marginalized farmers. These are the jury members who've actually screened, so it's important that you get a photograph with them. Congratulations.
Let's see the AV for the subcategory Laingik Samanta.
Laingik Samanata, or gender equality. These initiatives include but not limited to women, LGBTQI and third gender empowerment, equal access to education, work, representation in political and economic decision-making processes, eliminating all forms of discrimination and violence in the public or private spheres, and to undertake reforms to give equal rights to economic resources and access to ownership of property.
Gender diversity and inclusion are not just words. These could be the reality of people who actually get impacted the most by either not having the equality or not having the equity to make a start. I think it is so important in the social sector to be able to recognize the impact that these words actually have, be it for your access to income, be it for your equity when it comes to the environment, or generally the equality in social space.
Sakalya Vikash of Jindal Steel and Power, or JSP, is transforming lives in Odisha, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, reaching over 14.5 million people in over 2,000 villages with a focus on women's empowerment and inclusion. Key initiatives include Kishori Express and Vatsalya, reducing anemia and ensuring 100% institutional deliveries and enhanced maternal health. Educational programs like Yashasvi and Anjor empower over 11,000 women and girls with financial support and literacy. JSP has enabled over 3,000 women self-help groups through Jan Jivika Kendra, launched over 2,500 micro-enterprises under Swavlamban, and supported 1,000 tribal women via Jindal Geo Prayogshala. Furthermore, a girls' football program in Jharkhand has trained 124 athletes, with 2 earning state team spots.
First time entrant in the SABERA Awards, Jindal Steel, also winning a commendation by the jury. Congratulations. Keep the applause rolling, as it'll roll for you as well when you're here.
Most Innovative Development Sector Project, an initiative that has displayed exemplary innovation and may have covered multiple challenges through its unique approach.
The kind of use of technology people are making, the kind of amalgamation or sync up of sustainability, CSR, community engagement and development that's happening is beautiful. I personally feel that we are in a country where the population is definitely a huge challenge, but when we use that challenge and convert it into providing opportunities, I think that is where innovation in sustainability and development really comes in play. Screening or going through these innovative development programs through the SABERA Awards platform has been a beautiful journey of understanding, exploring, learning, and I wish all the very best to all of the nominees.
As India's largest scholarship granting non-profit, Foundation for Excellence India Trust or FFE reaches marginalized students nationwide. Partnering with over 50 NGOs and 100 corporations, FFE in the last financial year itself awarded scholarship close to 16,500 students. To date, FFE has provided over 400 crore in assistance to more than 38,000 young people, with 85% of scholars securing campus placement and some earning up to 40 lakhs annually.
A loud round of applause for FFE with a very unique model wherein the students that are graduating, particularly in engineering and medicine, I think you're supporting them through scholarships. And there is a screening process that happens, and students under the poverty line or below the poverty line, and those people are actually going ahead and establishing themselves because of the support and the scholarship and funding back into the system so that more children like them can benefit. I think that's a brilliant giving back circle of life that you've managed to create. Congratulations, Dr. Sudha Sunanda. Thank you.
Developed by Vedic Srijan, Cownomics Technology sustainable approach transforms water bodies into thriving ecosystems. The process begins with a comprehensive study of the water body, considering factors like location, agroclimatic zone, biodiversity inlets, and groundwater quality. Based on this analysis, a tailored herbal concentrate is prepared, mixed with local water, and applied at sunrise to rejuvenate the ecosystem. The results are remarkable, including aquifer correction, flood and drought mitigation, and improved water quality. Projects in Moradabad have reduced air pollution and revived biodiversity with the return of birds, bees, butterflies, and aquatic life.
Congratulations, Vedic Srijan, for this very phenomenal technology that you have discovered, invented, and now also send in for patents. And let me tell you, the CSR heads, the funding heads, the foundation heads are sitting with their pencil and paper and looking at what can they support in the coming years. One last one in this and then I'll, I'll let you go.
Sarang, a 27-acre eco-village at the Western Ghats foothills, integrates regenerative agriculture, sustainable design and community well-being. The project is transforming a former rubber plantation into a diverse food forest, enhancing biodiversity and soil health while supplying fresh produce. Spanning 15 acres, Sarang houses a multi-generational community that values wellness and nature, including families, elders and professionals. Beyond residents, Sarang supports local farmers and serves as a sustainable farming learning center, providing training for farmers and students alike.
Congratulations, Good Earth. You're seeing entries, this one's from Bangalore. You've seen entries that have come from Odisha, Chhattisgarh, all parts, Wayanad, all parts of the country. Thank you for the sustainable living that you're promoting. Good Earth Designs, thank you.
Let's see the AV for the category Behavioral Change through Marketing and Communication.
Behavioral change through marketing and communication. This is to recognize the most effective marketing and/or communication public awareness campaign created for a It can be digital, mobile, TV, radio, social media, out of home, or even a BTL activity.
What was very heartening to see how innovative the sector is and how much the sector really embraces the concept of ownership of behavior change as intrinsic to the community and how the community thinks about itself. We had a wonderful discussion and a wonderful group of organizations that we were able to look at, and heartiest congratulations to the winners.
United Way Bengaluru, part of the United Way Worldwide Network, focuses on improving nutrition among tribal communities in Wayanad, Kerala by providing cooked meals through 41 Anganwadi centers. The initiative ensures children's attendance by upgrading Anganwadi facilities and training workers and teachers in early childhood care, benefiting over 3,000 children. Local youth serve as nutrition promoters, making home visits to educate families on nutrition. This program has reached 730 tribal children with 3 daily meals, organized in 36 community kitchen events, and engaged 22 nutrition promoters to drive ongoing awareness.
Many congratulations, United Way Bengaluru, for the work that you're doing with the tribal communities in Wayanad, Kerala. And this is a very unique way because this category was actually designed for marketing agencies, and here is this agency who is doing work through Anganwadi workers promoting malnutrition prevention in young children through Anganwadis. Thank you so much for your work.